Hello, everyone. Dear Model Entrepreneur finalists, supervising teachers, and parents, good morning and also good evening. Welcome to this year's final round orientation. Thank you for being here with us today. The 2022 Model Entrepreneur Competition is organized by Columbia Business School Venture Fall and the IEG Global Association. We appreciate one of our judges, Dr. Reels, to be with here today. In the meantime, we give thanks to our following sponsor partners: Philips TV, DP Technology, and then Word Journals, CTBC Bank, and lastly, the International SOS. Firstly, let me introduce today's honorable leader and guest, Mr. Paul Shi, founder and CEO of IEG. Paul, are you here with us today?
Yes, I am. Hi, everyone.
Okay. Can you please have a chat with all the contestants, teachers, and their parents? Thank you.
Absolutely. Hi, everyone. All the contestants. Hi, Joe. We're in the same city, but we haven't met. Good morning and good afternoon and good evening, depending on where you guys are. This year we had a really big turnout, and every single one of you should be very proud of yourself. We really had the judging panel had a great time. At the same time, a very difficult time picking up choosing the finalists for this year, and it definitely, you guys are one of the best, apparently I wouldn't say the best teams, but I'm pretty sure everyone is the best team. But your business model has been very, the judging panel has found that your business model has been very impressive, and therefore you guys are over here. And just remember, this is not like basketball, right? When you're playing against a team, if you get a score of 52 points versus 54 points, the team with the higher score wins. This is going to be a business competition, and the judges are all giving you feedbacks subjectively. And the scores, they can score you based on various things. So if you don't get the places that you expect yourself or your team to receive, do not be disencouraged. Right? I don't think not getting number 1 or number 2 or number 3 or 3rd place in the MEC competition means anything. It just means that there are rooms for improvements, and sometimes the judges just, like your business proposal more or less. And that doesn't mean the end of the world. That doesn't mean you guys didn't do a great job. You guys have done a marvelous job, all of you guys, and that's why you guys are here today. And for the days moving forward, for the next months, you will be working on your final business presentation and your video. So, and this year, of course, being an entrepreneur, one of the most important thing is marketing. So this year we input the judging panel decided to actually allocate 50 points of the total 350 points that you could receive in this competition on video, right? On video voting, meaning that you will need to market your video, your business ideas to your friends and families for them to vote. So the highest voting team will receive the maximum score of 50 points. I will be able to explain this a little bit more later in the slides. But anyway, I just want to congratulate everyone again. You guys have done a marvelous job, and this year we had over 215 teams, and we can only pick 82 teams, 80 to 82 teams. So congratulations.
Thank you, Paul. And next, I would like to invite Dr. Joseph Reels. He's a Columbia Business School VFA lecturer and also a judge for this contest. Joe, would you like to say hi to all the students on behalf of the judging panel? Thank you.
Yes, I do. And I want to say thank you, Paul, and the Columbia Business School, and all of the representatives here today helping with this very, very, I think, timely and important process. And I'm going to call it a process because I'd like to follow on what Paul Scher is talking about, which is, I am one of the judges, and this is a competition. And people often talk about these things where there are winners and losers, but we don't look at it that way. I'm not a judge. I'm an evaluator. I'm a thinker. I'm an analyzer. And I'm not looking for winners or losers because first thing, you're all winners. Partly because of what Paul just said, out of 200, you're the 80 that are up front for full final review. And that's huge. But it's also the fact that everyone who has the courage to come out and attempt this is a winner in our minds. So we take all your work very, very seriously. And we're all very proud of you. And so we want to do our best by you as well, by taking our time. Also, again, just to repeat this, in terms of competition, I don't see this as a competition. Again, these are all great minds and great ideas, and we look at them separately. So we have an experience together. We're going to learn a lot together. We're going to show you what we think from two perspectives. And this also kind of addresses what Mr. Scher is saying, Paul, is that on one hand, we look at the educational content and delivery of your thoughts, your analysis, and we look at the business side of it. So on one hand, we are looking at a full set of criteria. We look at things like on the business side, whether you might be, to put it briefly, ready for funding. And there's lots that goes into that for us to make that decision. But way before that, we really look at how well do you work as a team? How well prepared are you with each of the components of your business plan? What is your presentation like? How well do you present those ideas if the analysis is good? So we look at a whole range of things so that we try to take a balanced view. So as Paul was saying, when you start to see results come in as we go, sometimes students are shocked and they're saying, but wait a minute, we had such an excellent presentation. Or our business idea, it's such a fantastic project venture, what's wrong? And it's because we're looking at the totality. We're evaluating, not judging, but we're evaluating the totality. And it is very hard to come up with a final 3, 2, or 1. So this is another very important point that goes understated. I have to negotiate too. I have to work with other judges to say, well, I think this is pertinent and that is pertinent. So this is quite a process and a journey for all of us. We start and we push through and we all grow from it, all of us. Finally, there is a fantastic quote, if you may have seen this or not, in one of the brochures from the competition. And it's a quote from a Nigerian author, very well-known woman. And in a nutshell, she says, be careful, because the person you present to the world, if it is twisted and not really the person you want to be, then that will be the person people assume you to be. And then that gets really complicated. So the advice there from us, based on that quote, is that if you have an idea, allow yourself to follow it. This is an important word, allow yourself. But I'll come back to this very important point of teamwork. You allow yourself, each contestant allows themselves to go with their ideas and shoot for the moon. But you have to keep your feet on the ground. Why? Because you're working with other people and you have to negotiate. You have to be very, very astute in your human relations with others. And you're working online. And so we're aware of all that. We can see that when you present. And so if you don't mind, that is kind of like the overview philosophy that we have, is that we'd love projects that shoot for the moon and just really express you. That's great. There's no one loses in that. But in terms of the evaluation of that, we have to look at a lot of components. and we need to make sure your feet are on the ground. So I look forward to working with all of you and seeing your wonderful projects up front. And with that, I'll turn it back over to Paul.
Thank you so much, Dr. Joe. And we look forward to meeting you all at the final. Okay, now moving on to the next part. Here on the slide, we have paired up all the teams going into the final. We used a random draw system. I hope you guys like it. We are gonna also announce this arrangement on the official MEC website, so be sure to check it out and see on which day and which team you will be competing with. As you all can see, we have together 82 teams going into the final, and you're gonna be divided into 3 batches, okay? And 1 batch per day, and we have 3 days in a row this year. In addition, we have 6 youth teams to take part in this year, and they're going to compete for their own rankings. We will have 26 teams to compete on July 12th, and 28 teams for July 13th, and then another 28 teams on July 14th. Okay, so that's all we have to share with you for the lucky draw. We would also like to tell you that there's going to be a 9 and 10. It's also a chance to have a system test run. So if you want more details, please check your emails we sent you or the listed details in the MEC brochure. Okay.
Hi, sorry, Yvonne, can you go back to the previous slide?
Yeah, sure. Is it this one? Or
so day 3, right? It should be day 3, day 1, day 2, day 3.
Oh yes. We right. This part should be day 3. July 14, 13, and 14. So, yeah.
Okay, and so just in case if you guys don't see your group here, I'm getting some message from some group members saying that they don't see their name on here. So this might be what happened. So because you guys put down your team name and your project name, so it's very confusing sometimes. So we put down your team name instead. So please search for your team name. Okay, search for your team name. And for PRT number 40, we need you to have an English name for your team. We cannot have a Chinese character team name. For team 40, PRT 40, team A, you need to change your name to an English name, okay? So, and if you don't see your team here in the order, please reach out to Daisy or just message us here, and then we're gonna take care of that right away.
Thank you so much for chipping in.
No problem.
I'll go back to our online system testing. Okay, in this part, we are going to show you a short video to walk you through the process of having a test run of the online meeting platform before the start of the final round. And we are going to remind you of some key points that you should be aware of. And here is the video.
Before the competition starts, please make sure your background is clear and neat, so the judges can focus on you and your presentation. Next, stay in a quiet environment during the whole competition process. Please change your online meeting username to your name and team name. Don't forget to dress formally. Ideally, match your teammates to show team image. Third, make sure your microphone and camera function smoothly. Double check your internet connection beforehand. Please enter the waiting room 15 minutes before the starting time of the competition. If encountering internet issue, you can either switch between Wi-Fi and cellular data, or leave and rejoin the meeting again. If both solutions do not work and is impacting your performance, the MEC organizer will contact you for further arrangement afterwards. Thank you for your patience. We look forward to your fabulous performance.
Okay. So that's the video. And then for those of you who haven't have your Zoom app on your laptop, please make sure to download it and register an account beforehand. Meanwhile, please remember to change your username to your registered name underscore and the name of your team. We here on the slide, we have an example showing right here on the screen. This also allows the judges to recognize you and your work during the final contest. And if you want to know more about Zoom and perhaps learn some tips and tricks, we are going to guide all of you through the rehearsal between July 8th and 10th. So please mark them on your calendar and make sure to attend it based on the order of your team we have drawn today. Okay, and here's the process for the during the final. There's going to be 2 main rooms for you to compete. We have 2 waiting rooms on Zoom. The team to present will be in the main room with judges, and the next following team to present will stand by and the main room when you.
Sorry, Yvonne, I think you're breaking up. So just in case, if you...
we have here on the screen this visual. We go into main. Can you hear me, Paul?
I think you're breaking up a little bit, but it's okay.
Okay.
Let me, sorry, I think Yvonne's having some difficulties. So let me, I think she just got dropped off. Okay. Let me try to see if I can take this over. Sure. Okay. So let me share this with you guys. So this is what you have to do. So we're gonna, so again, for the previous slides, if you guys are not sure, make sure that, make sure you guys can join this, right? If you're not sure how to, what to do at the competition, you can come to the rehearsal. We have 2 time Pacific Standard Time and China time. So make sure you attend this July 8th, 9th, or 10th, or July 9th, 10th, and 11th, okay?
I'm back here on Zoom, Paul. Can you hear me?
Okay, no problem. Let me continue and then to go over this with them. So, okay. So what you have to do now is you will start at the waiting room 1, okay? You will be at waiting room 1, and then you'll wait for both of your teams. So there's going to be PRT team 1 and team 2, right? So you're going to see your PRT number. PRT means peer review team. Okay, PRT means peer review team. So you're going to be given a number, and then you're going to wait. Both team members will wait at the waiting room, and when everyone has arrived, you guys will be placed into room 1. And room 1, what that is you're going to have, there's going to be judges in the room. So you're going to start with your presentation, 10-second or 15-second elevator pitch, and you're going to start asking each other questions. And then you're going to, after a little debate, you will then move into waiting room number 2, where you will wait to join the next room, which is room 2. And in room 2, you're going to see a different set of judges. So this year we changed this. For those of you who joined before, this year what we basically gather everyone's feedback from last year, and everyone loved it, except they feel they don't have enough time with the judges. So for this year, we separate all of you guys into 2 rooms with multiple judges, with total of 4 to 5 judges. So that way you maximize your experience during this MEC session. And you'll be able to actually interact a lot more compared to last year. And then each judge will be able to actually interact with you guys more. And this is what you guys asked for. And this is the changes that we've made for this year. Yeah. Okay.
Thank
And then
you,
Yvonne,
Paul.
back to you. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
And yeah, I would also, another thing I would like to remind you all is that we strongly recommend you to have your own test run on Zoom, preferably 1 to 2 times with your team members before the actual final. And if you come across any problems, please get in touch with us, and our tech specialists are ready to help you. Thank you. Okay, let's move on to the overview of the scoring rubrics. And now I am going to hand it over to Paul again, and he's going to walk you guys through the rubrics and criteria for the content.
Okay, thank you. Okay, all right, thank you. Thank you, Yvonne. So this is going to be a little bit confusing. You have 4 parts, so total, you have a total of 350 points, okay? You have the promotional video, and then roadshow video, right? And then promotional video voting, and then peer and judging panel review. So the promotional video is a video that, you know, that will be judged by the Columbia judges off, you know, online, right? Well, sort of offline. So you're not going to be able to see them provide feedback, but they will be judging your promotional video. Which means you can see this as a commercial, right? You can see a promotional video as your commercial, or as a short video explaining what your group is doing. So it's actually being rated twice. So you have the promotional video here, and then you have the promotional video voting here. So what happened is during June 27th and July 4th, right, we will be basically the judges will be looking over your videos and then giving out scores, and the maximum score you can get is 50 points. And then for this same video, we will have a time for public voting, right? So the same video gets two kind of points, right, in 2 different categories. One is being rated by the Columbia Business School judges, and the other one is being rated by what I said before, how good you market yourself, how good your company or your team leaders and partners and teammates can market your video or business idea to as many people as possible. So that's where the promotional video voting comes in. So the dates, you have, I think, 9 days to get as many votes as you can. And then we will have a very extremely fair voting mechanism for you to vote. All right, so you don't worry about, I think before we also got a few feedback about the voting mechanism not being transparent enough, but this year will be extremely transparent, so do not worry. All right, so these are the same thing, okay? You're just being rated twice, all right? Okay, and then that comes to the roadshow video. So what the roadshow video is, it's also another short video that you basically record yourself and then walk through your final business plan on the video. And these videos will be judged, scored, and a feedback will be provided. So you will actually receive a quick feedback from Columbia Business School judges on how you did, right? And the maximum point is 100 points for that. And this is the final day, right? So this is where everything is, well, not everything, but a lot of things are happening. That's when you see the waiting room 1, waiting room 2, and then the meeting room 1 and meeting room 2. That's what happens. And this is where you do the peer and judging panel Q&A, right? So this is the live. Please make sure you see, please make sure you check your timeline and be at the waiting room 15 minutes before. All right, we will give you a timeline, and we're gonna please just don't be late. Basically, that's what I'm trying to tell you, because last year some group has been late and it was delayed for like 30 to an hour, and that sort of prevents everyone's coming in as being on time, and then that sort of punishes them for being on time, and that's not fair. So this year, if you're late for 5 minutes or more, you're out. You're going to receive 0. So, and you cannot come back, okay? Unfortunately, because we have many groups this year. All right. Any questions so far? If you have questions, please just type it or raise your hands or just talk. Okay. All right. So you can see this. I'm not going to go over this, but you can basically see these on the website. So please just peruse through it on the website. The promotional video, do not go over 1 minute and 15 seconds. We will give you a 5-second cushion time, meaning that you can do 1 minute and 20 seconds, and that's it. If you go over 1 second, I think we take like a point off or something. So don't go over 1 minute and 15 seconds or 20 seconds, all right? And the roadshow video, basically it talks about all your final business plans, and you can check this out again online. Everything's going to be online, including your PRT and your team member matches. So please just relax. You're going to see everything online on the website. Peer and judging panel review. This is the final day where it's going to be live, right? You're going to be judged on the questions you ask. So make sure you ask good questions. I'm pretty sure you saw Martin's video, all of you guys, that being able to ask good questions is very essential to being a successful entrepreneur. And the Q&A, yeah, so it's going to be a long day, but it's going to be the most exciting, one of the most exciting 20 minutes you guys will ever encounter. Yeah. All right. So this is a promotional video voting scoring system. So I'm not sure if you guys can, I'm going to explain once or twice, but it's going to be a little bit strange. You might think like that, but once you understand, you get it. So the maximum number, again, for a promotional video voting is 50 points, right? So it's 50 points. This is the most you can get. So basically, if you're ranked number, for example, after 9 days of voting, your team received 500 votes, and that's the highest ever, right? You're number 1, right? So if your ranking is number 1, N becomes 1, right? So 1 minus 1 is 0. So 50 times minus 0 is 0, right? So basically you get 50 points. And then if you're second place, your N becomes 2, right? So that means 50 minus 2 minus 1 means 1. So you take 49 times 0.375, and that would be your score, right? It would be 49 point something points. Make sense? So if you're third place, you take 3, let's say you're 10th place, right? So 10 minus 1 means 9, right? So you use 50 minus 9, which is 41, and then you times this number, and that's your score, okay? Right. And the voting will explain more on how to vote. You will need to download the Mathena app. I'm pretty sure you guys have downloaded. You just need that to do the voting for public voting. Yeah. Okay. Yvonne, back to you.
Yeah, thank you. If you have any questions in regard to the schedule or any of the criteria, please let us know during the upcoming Q&A part, okay? All right. Could you, okay, it's full screen now. Okay, this part, this is a very exciting moment because we are going to talk about the awards we will be giving out this year. Can you move to, yeah, okay, yeah, this is the right slide. Here, you can see on slide, we have listed the rankings and the scholarship prize amount that you could get. So top amount is $2,500 for your venture and scholarship. And going all the way down to the 6th place, you could have $1,000 scholarship. And furthermore, Paul, could you go to the next slide, please? Thank you. We also we have prepared honorable mention, best video, best teamwork awards, all these amazing prizes that you could get. And we hope you are excited as we are. Could you go to the next slide, please, Paul? Okay, and now we move into the Q&A session. For all of you who are with us today, please feel free to type in your questions in the live Zoom chat. And for those of you who are watching this live event on live streaming platform, please also let us know your questions or concerns via email, and we will get back to you as soon as we can. Okay. And here you can see we have listed out the key dates for the contest, and also some of the rules we want to remind you to follow. It's the next slide. Thank you. No, it's the next slide. Yeah, thank you. These are some of the rules we want to remind you to follow. So, and also don't be late. Follow the naming conventions along the way. Okay. That's I think that's pretty much it. Paul or Dr. Joe, do you want to share some more of your advice to the students here? Are you still with us, Dr. Joe or Paul?
I'm here, yeah. I think, yeah, I mean, if you guys don't have any questions, if you guys have any questions, use the Mathena app to contact us. You can just type in the questions in there. And please just make sure you understand the dates, because we literally have students all over the globe. So some of you guys might be doing this late in the evening or early in the morning, or lucky you're doing it in the morning. So please make sure you find the right time zone, right? We can only list out so much because there are some groups in Europe, and I understand Europe might have a very, very different, drastically different time zone from us. So how is, okay, Jasmine, great question. How is the team award being judged on? So the best team award, the judge actually will look at how you guys, the synergy, you can say the synergy that a team has. Sometimes the team can be doing really well, but it's like a one-person team. Of course, if there's only one person in your team or two people and the other one couldn't join, that's one person. There's nothing that they can do about it, or we can do about it. But if you have 3 or 4 people, the judges want to see everyone contributing. I understand that. I'm pretty sure all of you guys have done or have input great work into this. I'm pretty sure no one can do everything by himself or by herself. So unfortunately, if you don't convey that, or if you don't articulate that during the competition, then the judges are going to think, oh, this is like a one-person team and the rest of you guys are free riders, right? So you don't want that to happen. So the team award will be judged based on at least the way how the judges are, your team is being perceived by the judges based on collaboration and teamwork. And when the team member is being asked a question, whether the other team member will be able to actually come and join and respond. So it's more on that. Yeah. Okay, Yvonne, can you answer the next question? It's about the Zoom link.
Do you mean the question sent by Gwen Gould?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me read it out.
So will we be?
Final round rehearsal room link be sent through our email later? Yes, we are going to send all the links to you guys by email, and also we are going to post the links on the official MEC website. So
yeah, so make sure you check the website, the MEC competition. I'm going to type it here. just in case you guys don't know, we have a website. So if you click on there on the top, we're going to update that on the whenever there's an update, whenever there's a Zoom link, whenever there's a meeting, there's a training, there's anything coming up, it's going to be on there. So you can see this website as the try to check that website probably on a daily basis, a few days before the competition. So yeah, you can see a lot of updates on there. And very good question. I'm gonna look at Leon Nias. So one of the question is, what is the difference between the roadshow video and the promotional video? Very good. So the promotional video, you can see it as a, like I said, as a advertisement video, right? So marketing video. If I were to sell, let's say, this pomegranate juice, I would make a video from showing the pomegranate on the tree. I get it off from the tree, I open it up, I squeeze it, I make it into juice. And then this is the 100% pure juice. That's a video I'm making. So it's more like a promotional or advertising video. The roadshow video, actually, what you can do is you're going to make your PowerPoints, right? So you can actually simply record your PowerPoint and then talk through your PowerPoints if you like. That's usually the easiest way. You talk through your PowerPoints so that you actually explain to the judges, what your business plan is in greater detail or in all detail, right? In all detail. So that's the difference. Promotional video is all about business plan. Sorry. Roadshow video is all about business plan, right? Roadshow video is business plan. Promotional video is advertising, right? Or commercial. Do we have to turn on the camera during the Q&A session? I would, yes. Please do turn on your camera during the Q&A because the judges want to see you. They want to see, this is online. We can voice. We really would prefer to have you show your face, and it's just a mutual respect, right? And you guys all look great and wonderful and beautiful and handsome, so why not, right? Okay. Okay, so Jasmine said part from US institution. Yeah, you can download don't worry, the Medina app can be downloaded globally, so you can download that. You'll see how it's done, but just you will have to download that. Yeah. And I have another question asking, just to clarify, is room 1 for peer Q&A and room 2 for judging panel Q&A, or we're doing both in both rooms? Actually, I believe you guys are doing both in both rooms. But the difference between the rooms is one room will have, I think, talk about competitors, marketing, and your product. And room 2, you're gonna have financials, next steps, and I think there's another like SWOT analysis or something like that. I think it's on the website. I'm not sure, but basically your BP, your business plan will be divided half. So you can see half of your business plan will be addressed in room 1. The other half of your business plan will be addressed in room 2. So that's the difference. Can we put pictures of other brands, LV, Chanel, share in our promotional video? Caesar, yes. Yes and no. I think, okay, so for example, I know BMW, they do not allow you to put any of their logos, right? BMW. So what you have to do is you have to be careful. I think for LV and Chanel, I think they're okay if you just show them for like a few seconds. I think there's a rule, international rule, that how they want their brand to be shown. I know so far, I don't think anyone has a problem. So far, all I can know is BMW has a problem. So I think the car company BMW doesn't want you to show their logo anywhere, even on your video. So, and as long as you're not showing this video as a commercial reason, meaning that you're not making money from your video, then you're fine. You're fine using these logos.
We have another question saying, may I have this slide, please? I want to look back on it later. So yes, we could send the slides to you by email, so you can take a look more carefully and more in detail. Yes.
Yeah, so we will post this. We will actually post this PPT. So Yvonne, make sure, or Daisy, make sure we post this PowerPoint slide on the website so they can download. Yeah.
Okay.
So Philip has a question. Could we use a QR code or link other document in our presentation menu for presentation? Yes, yes. Actually, so we will receive your BP. So if you want a QR code or external link, the judges will be able to click on it and read more, of course. And honestly, a lot of them will read everything you send. So I know especially some of the judges, they're extremely, extremely careful. So everything you write, every QR code you put, every link you put, even the references you put, they will check. They will double check. Yes. So Michelle, do we need a camera for each individual team member? No. You can do in and out of the camera in the same room. If you guys are in the same room, of course, you can just come here, swap seats like musical chair, play musical chairs if you're good at it. So practice, make sure if you only have one camera, sometimes you can squeeze 3 people on the same under the same camera. So are we allowed to share our screen during the panel Q&A? Nope. You are not able to share the screens. Could we further revise our BP and send it to ME? Yes, of course. So Philip, there is a deadline for your final business plan. Once you submit it, it's submitted. Yeah. So there's a deadline. Mio, good question. Should the music used in the video be no copyright? I believe treat this as a treat this as a YouTube video, basically. For YouTube video, I believe you have 20-some seconds. You can use a song for 20-some seconds. So make sure you don't infringe that. So just use it for as long as it's, as long as it's allowed. Yeah, then you'll be fine. Good question, Philip. Are the judges acting as investors / VCs or customer in our promotional video? In the promotional video, they're acting as investors. Yeah. And they're actually, that's not entirely accurate, but you can look to the rubrics. If you look at the rubrics on the website, you'll see that what are being judged in your promotional video.
Any more questions?
Okay, I think we're good. So, okay, one more question. Should we? Oh, no, Philip, you don't need to. You can do that offline if you want to ask for a judge for investment. We are still trying to finalize to see if there's a investment judge for this year, but seems like we don't need one. But if you want to seek investment, you can ask the judge for their contact information, or we will be able to relay your your request to them. Yeah. All right. Okay,
Thank
Yvonne,
you.
I think we're good.
Okay, thank you so much. Could you go to the next slide? And I think that's probably the final slide. No, you're going back. No, yeah, okay. That's one. Okay, thank you, everyone. This is very much everything for today. Lastly, I would like to say thank you again to Paul and Joe and all of you who joined this panel today. We are going to meet you again on the MEC final round very soon. So take care, everyone, and we wish you very, very good luck in the final. Okay, everyone, bye. Take care. See you soon.
All right. I think Michelle has one one last question. There's one more question.
Oh, okay, sorry. I
We
missed
will
it.
ask the other team question, so it's based on 20-second intro. No, so Michelle, you will receive your PRT's full business proposal. So Michelle, you will receive if your PRT is me, you will see my full business proposal, right? So you'll be able to read through it, peruse through it, challenge it. So your questions will be from the PowerPoint, the business plan of your PRT. It's not from the intro. The intro is an elevator pitch. So the intro in room 1 and the intro in room 2, you guys can basically say this exactly the same thing, just for the judges to refresh their memory on who you are. And we want you to be able to say it twice, is because that's what you need to practice. And if you want to use the same member to say the same thing twice in both rooms, that's fine. If you want other team member to practice how to do an elevator pitch for 15 or 20 seconds, that's absolutely fine too. If you want to talk totally different things between these two rooms, that's fine too. Yeah. If you are in China and the voter don't have VPN, no, don't worry about it. We are, you will not need to have a VPN to vote. Don't worry. It's the website we've already checked. It's going to be a very mutually friendly, China-friendly website.
It's open access, so
Yeah.
don't worry about it.
All right. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Good luck.
Thank you, guys.
We'll see you in July.
Very good luck and take care. Bye. See you soon. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.